think that using her would get to me? And if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble, D.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Nip Gaming TV. My name is Kyanite. Alongside me is Logan, and here we are. It's been a long evening, but we're finally at map number 5 of this grand final. Jesus Christ, it's been a close one, and honestly, in a strange way, I still don't think that 5 maps is probably enough to separate these two sides. That's how back and forth it's all been today, unless this happens to be very one-sided.
Absolutely, it's going to be a very close game, I'm sure. Every game so far has been, it really hasn't failed to deliver, and I'm really looking forward to this, so I just can't wait for it to happen. I want to see how they come out going into this. Are we going to go out all guns blazing, or are we going to see some very passive, unsure play? Going to try and feel out each other. There's so many different styles at play here between the two teams, because Dignitas can go very aggressive when they need to, so can HellRaisers, and individual aim on both sides of the teams with Oscar and the individual players. Dignitas is, that's it, nice bit of bunny hopping, but it won't do them any good. So I'm just excited for us to get going, really. I think this has all the markings of a truly epic matchup.
Cool. I've got that bit of Rebecca Black Friday where she's going on about how excited she is. Playing in my head now, thanks to you.
No problem, mate. No problem.
I know that you don't love that song as much as you love the selfie song, but that's for a different day. But anyways,
I love #selfie.
Yeah, you do. But anyways, guys, so map number 1 was Mirage. It was Dignitas' pick, and Dignitas won that map. Map number 2 was Cash. It was HellRaisers' pick. HellRaisers won that map. Map number 3 was Overpass. It was Dignitas' pick. HellRaisers won that one. And then map number 4 that we've basically just come from was Inferno, which was HellRaisers' pick, and that was won by Dignitas. And the best part is that pretty much the scores have just constantly been both teams in double digits, you know, little to nothing between both sides, and it really has been some great back and forth Counter-Strike to watch, and it's a shame that it has to come to an end, but this grand final has to come to an end eventually, and Cobblestone is going to be the decider.
I'm just trying to think about how their style of play will help them here. I mean, Dignitas, they love that sort of hold back and then on occasions get really aggressive on the CT side, and I think they'll do them well here. HellRaisers can't over peak their positions and play them angels that they like to take on this map, because the rotate times are just so long, so if they do lose a player on one side of the map, it'll take them so long to get another player over. It's really not worth the reward to the risk, so I think this map favours Dignitas slightly, but it's going to be a hard one to call.
Yeah, fair enough. You obviously predicted 3-1 for the grand final overall.
I did indeed.
I predicted the same. We've both been proven wrong. So, simply, Dignitas or HellRaisers?
Dignitas. To be fair, Dignitas should have won Overpass. They fluffed it, but I think they're going to make amends now, and it's going to be 3-2.
Alright, I'll predict HellRaisers then, just to be different. But here we go.
Alright. Let's see how it is.
Here we go, the counter boost coming in towards Skyfall. And Kirby, he's not really going to see much, unfortunately for him, but it will speed up, potentially trying to flank the T's from behind. Angel could be coming his way, though. He will be, unless Kirby drops back down. He does drop down, but not before getting the kill. So man advantage now, ladies and gents. 2-team Dignitas. Bomb heading towards the A bomb site. I believe that's 2. Yep, 3 men going towards long. Stico at mid.
Yeah, and see Rubino peeking towards B. That info there, Kirby got wasn't complete. He only saw one player there. Now MSL's got the read and he knows it's going to be an A push, so you see all the CT dots moving to the other side of the map, and a Molotov barrage on site to clear it.
Rubino somehow miraculously finds a headshot straight onto Schneider. Oscar gets the kill onto MSL at mid, and can Tensky? Yes, he can. He prevents the bomb from getting planted, and now the CTs are going to surge in together towards this bomb down on the A bomb site. Tensky's going to one-tap Oscar's face off, making it a 2 versus 1. Stiko with it all to do, the pressure all on his own shoulders, and with 12 HP, Tensky should be able to bid him farewell, which he does. There we go, 1-0 to Team Dignitas. Once again, Team Dignitas take the pistol round, and let's see whether they can build on it.
Big round there from Dignitas. They've been very good winning all the pistol rounds. They won both pistol rounds the last map on Inferno, and they've been winning quite a few leading up to this, so it doesn't surprise me they'll get that win there. But Config picking up the auto sniper to play in drop zone, and I think that's a solid decision. The auto shotgun can be so deadly against unarmed opponents dropping through. If they all choose to rush drop zone, with Config waiting there with that shotgun, he's going to come out of this a millionaire.
Alright, fingers crossed they head towards him. Let's go take a look at him actually. He's currently hiding behind the box, so nothing coming his way unfortunately as things currently stand. It does seem like HellRaisers actually favour the A-bomb site, and they're going to be heading towards a former SK man in the form of Tensky, who's ready with his M4A4. Finger on the trigger, gets 1 kill. Kirby rotates in quick, thick and fast as as HellRaisers eat lead thanks to Kirby's FAMAS. An easy spray down in the end. Kirby in the first round got a 3k. Round number 2, he's got a 4k. This boy is on fire.
So very strong there. MSL getting 3 assists and Kirby getting the 4 frags. So MSL are lining them up and waiting for Kirby to knock him down. Now we see the HellRaisers go for the early buy. Interesting decision. I don't remember them getting a bomb plant, but nonetheless going for this 3rd round buy without a plant. Bold decision. Seemed to favour the aggressive rounds, not making use of much utility except for these smokes. So, be interesting to see whether this actually has a desired effect.
MSL is not going to let it have an effect. He doesn't really care. He pushed straight through that smoke. I think Stiko may have caught a glimpse of the CT. MSL spraying and praying straight through that smoke. They're literally firing pot shots at each other. Tensky is going to flash it long, gets 1 kill, but 1's not going to be enough. And now it's a 4 versus 4. Team Dignitas have been taken by surprise by this buy round coming out from HellRaisers. MSL finds a headshot onto Kucha. Lovely flash from the Danish in-game leader. Can he get another kill? He does have more terrorists coming his way. Config begins the process of perhaps rotating over from the B bomb site over towards A. And given the current positions of the Dignitas boys, particularly the fact that Kirby's on fire, they should be able to hold this with the bomb down on the ground.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, look at that. That was just HellRaisers pushing in 1 by 1. I didn't see a single trade frag there. It was kind of sad to see HellRaisers just taking the fights 1-on-1 with those Galils. I mean, he had so many opportunities there for him to go for trade frags and return kills, but nothing. It was just 1 by 1, trying to out-aim Dignitas, and MSL just stood tall, stood firm, and shut that entire push down pretty much by himself.
Stiko doesn't care, he's at a distance, he's going to try and cause havoc with that P250, expecting someone to maybe go aggro out of long. Unfortunately, that's CT who was playing that area in the form of MSL, has fallen back. But again, no armor on these HellRaiser players. Logan, you said it before, I'll say it again, they took a gamble forcing things up that last round, hasn't really paid off for them, and now they quite literally need to pay the price.
Yeah, some spamming through the smoke there for Angel. Tries to find the kill, but he won't hit anyone. Kirby's doing the killing, in fact, and Oscar retrieves the P250, but at the cost of 38 points of health as that grenade comes up. MSL's been tagged low, but still got plenty of health to get that kill.
Well, can't make it 2, but he's dealt a lot of damage. But hello, Oscar peeks out mid, gets a kill onto MSL. But quickly, Tensky and Rubino trade him up. And Rubino gets 2 with his Pro 90. So 4-0 to Team Dignitas here on the CT side. Obviously, Cobblestone, when it was first released, a lot of people, especially pro players, criticised it for being very CT-sided. Adjustments were made to the map. A lot of people, I guess nowadays, consider it quite a 50-50 map. But I know that you have quite a unique opinion in some ways, that you think that at times it can be a terrorist-sided map.
I think it can be very T-sided. From the way it's set out, on B you need 2 players to hold it. Naturally, A, you need 1 player mid and 1 player side to hold it. So, drop zone, you really want 2 people to hide it in case you get pop flash in there. So, either way, you could either play 1 on B and 2 in drop, or 1 in drop and 2 on B. Either way, you can have an under strength position, and it's just about finding where that position is for the T's, and it's quite easy to exploit. You see, a lot of the pro teams at higher levels have begun to realise that, and I think post-patch we'll have to see where it rebalances, because obviously the changes to the rifles will sort out the balance a little bit, but I think it could end up still being a little bit T-sided depending on the style of play.
Alrighty, so teams lob their own Molotov. Rubino retaliates with one of his own, and that smoke will put that Molotov out. But it does seem like Logan, HellRaisers are going to go all in here and dedicate towards a B bomb site. They've had a man push A, which means they've managed to dedicate 4 players towards B. They're reading this like an open book, our Team Dignitas, yet still find themselves 1 man to the worse. 3 versus 2, bomb down, slap bang on top of the bomb site. Angel goes for the spin, and oh my god, despite crouching and moving, lands the spray in the end. And now Rubino on 7 HP needs to clutch. He gets 1, but cannot get the double. And HellRaisers will introduce themselves to Cobblestone, finally, with their first round on the board, 4-1.
You see what I was talking about, that drop zone, very easy to exploit, and B, when you have an understrength team over there, so HellRaisers might understand to find a weak point there and exploiting it to great effect. They even tried to counter it, Dignitas, by flanking behind, but it was a great 180 spray down return frag there that really shut down the flank. So HellRaisers doing everything right, understanding the map and understanding how to exploit it, and I'm confused as to how he didn't get that kill there on MSL.
Kucha, the man who's all eyes on long, but he is going to regroup now with the rest of his teammates. The CT setup, 2 players flat bang on top of B, 2 players pretty much playing in sort of the mid connector area between the 2 bomb sites, and 1 CT is dedicated towards long. Question at hand though is, where are HellRaisers going to be looked to be heading? Even though most of their men are towards B, the bomb's actually at mid on the back of Kucha. So they're taking it slow, like we've become accustomed to really seeing them do. They'll know that at least 1 player is definitely in Skyfall due to the position of that Molotov. And they'll know now, Team Dignitas, that it's only going to be a matter of time until the executions start to rain down. Kucha, finger on the trigger, gets the kill onto Rubino. Angel as well joins in on some of the action with an AK kill onto Config. But oh my god, with 15 seconds on the clock, MSL somehow finds an AWP kill onto Kucha. Kirby as well. And the question is, has the bomb been picked up? It needs to get picked up. I don't think HellRaisers realise the time on the clock. And now Angel, there's no way he can win this round unless he can kill 2 more Dignitas players. 1-0, the time is up. The 2 HellRaiser players could have maybe picked up that bomb and gone for the gamble, but it just wasn't meant to be in the end. And Team Dignitas have made it 5.
That shot there from MSL, that flick shot of a player jumping around the edge of the smoke. What a shot, dropped the bomb, won the round for his team because it just left the bomb in such an open position. HellRaisers were afraid to get it at first, and by the time they had control of the site and could get it, it was too late. So that 1 kill really won them around there. It's the little moments like that define a game.
Future, and he's going to make it 2. Can he make it 3 though? He definitely can, and he's made it 4. Up against Yiko, easy peasy lemon squeezy for Mr. Tensky, and Team Dignitas now are 6-1 up. And Logan, what do you want to see HellRaisers try and do differently? It's no lie that, you know, they struggled on their T side of Inferno. Do you think it's carrying on, you know, towards Cobblestone? That lack of confidence?
Possibly. I think they need to get twin peaks coming in, so 2 people peaking the same position at the same time, getting the trades and weakening these sites. So On Cobblestone, as soon as you lose a player on the CT side, it gets incredibly hard to watch every single position, and there's always a weakness. So if you can get that first frag as T, you pretty much guarantee yourself a round, as long as you don't get traded and you don't screw it up. You've got to play smart, and there we go. First frag coming in there from Snyder. Now, MSL's managed to get a return on Kusha, but they can still work this if they decide to group up now and push through mid. They push through mid and catch Hensky in this sort of matrix position. I've got a potential winning round here. Instead, they're going to take the bomb towards B and split sites 2-2. This could be awkward if Config gets seen.
Well, oh no, Config, oh, he got spotted definitely in the end, but he pulled the trigger just in time. MSL's going to change his sense of direction towards where he was peeking, but it won't make a difference because Tensky, his right-hand man, had him backed up. And now Team Dignitas should really be marching into 7-1. Config has the bomb. He's heard the footsteps of Angel. The call will be coming in to the rest of the Dignitas lads. And, oh my god. Both Dignitas players lined up for Angel. In a fashion they really did not have to do. 10 seconds on the clock. The CT does not have to peek. He had to in the end given his current position. I don't think he expected the other two of his teammates to have gone down like that, but got the frag in the end. Meanwhile, the HellRaiser players and the HellRaiser player in Angel probably wasn't even expecting to end up in this scenario where he could have even, you know, picked up the bomb and planted it. So, unfortunate there, but at least he's forced 2 rebuys out the CTs now.
That's really frustrating from HellRaiser. They had the opening in mid. Well, it was actually towards B, but it would have caused one of the players to fall back and move towards that connector area. So they had the opening. If they just grouped up and gone mid, or even grouped up and gone B, it would have been a completely different story because they would have traded Config. Nice shot there from MSL to open up the round. It's just what they wanted. But the problem with what HellRaisers did there is they split up. The bomb got dropped. It all got very messy. CTs got in and amongst the terrorists, and they lost the round ultimately because of it. If they grouped up, gone together as a team against the 4 CTs, it would have been a win. It's just poor play here from HellRaisers.
And unfortunately, once again, HellRaisers, not much they could do. And this is the problem for HellRaisers, you know. They finally mount up enough money on the board. They're not getting those all-important bomb plants. They just find themselves in this constant, you know, infinite loop of buy up, have weapons, lose the round, find yourself on the eco again. It's so tough to get yourself out of it, both mentally and physically in the game.
Definitely is, and now they do have this buy HellRaisers, they still don't have that AWP on Oscar, and it's surprising considering how good he is with it. I thought they would have used him better, utilised him without AWP.
MSL, he's pretty much saying, if Oscar doesn't want to AWP, I'll AWP instead. Config as well is going to find a headshot. Rubino finds a headshot of his own as well. Tensky flanking from behind is going to decimate the final HellRaiser man in Stiko, and you know, in comparison to the first 4 maps we've seen, this has been incredibly one-sided. The only way this would, you know, start to ever so slightly mimic the first 4 maps we've seen is if HellRaisers suddenly brought this back to 9-6.
I mean, they're just forcing up now. The round loss bonus is huge from HellRaiser right now. They don't need to eco anymore. They can just force buy every single round, which is what they've done. But how are they going to use it? What are they going to do differently? So your pop flash coming in, drop zone, hopefully this will get them an opening.
Angel as well, with a chance to find an opening towards long, but Logan, it's not even going to make a difference. All the HellRaiser men, all the soldiers hitting the ground, and Oscar now in a 1 versus 5. And what do you think is going wrong for HellRaisers? It's not the same HellRaisers we've seen throughout the evening.
I just don't
think
think.
it's the map?
Maybe if they don't look that deep strat-wise, they have a couple of pop flashes that they can do, but they don't seem to have any deep strats of walling off B site with smokes and walling people out of position. I've seen them try and do it once, and it wasn't that effective because they kept MSL alive around behind a smoke, and he ultimately dropped a bomb carrier. It's just seems to be a case of they're not that prepared on it, and they're not using their strengths accordingly. They're not giving it up to Oscar. They're constantly forcing. It's got to a point now where we've got no option to force because they've lost so many rounds. If they'd just taken their time, done a couple of ecos earlier on in the half, given it up to Oscar and grouped up and played together as a team rather as individuals, could be a different story, but It's the benefit of hindsight, isn't it? It's 2020.
So here we go, 10-1. Question is, can Dignitas make it even more? How much more damage can Dignitas inflict upon their opponents? Only time will tell. I mean, for me, HellRaisers need at least 5 rounds, you know, going into the second half, which basically leaves them with the requirement of having to win every single round that's remaining of this first half. And a lot of people would even argue that 5 isn't enough, because if you lose your pistol, you're still doomed.
Pretty much, and right now, HellRaisers need to group up. They're grouping up to some extent. We've got 3 towards B and 2 towards A. In fact, they're going to start moving a couple more players around. They've left Bomb in a more reserve position, and they're slowly rotating some players from A to B, it looks like, but this is what I want to see. Yeah, here we go. We've got 4 players grouping up outside B. There'll be a small fake towards A, and then they'll push on B, which is what they need to do right now.
So the counter boost coming from the CTs. Oh! Kirby couldn't see anything, but he heard an AK start rattling off on the other side of that smoke. Took a pot gamble, and the gamble paid off. And there's not much you can do, you know, when you're a HellRaisers player and you've got a player of the quality of Kirby just getting kills blindly like that. He gets a second before finally Kucha manages to eradicate him, and now the HellRaiser men march towards this B bomb site. Schneider and Rubino are pretty much hugging each other, and the bomb has to go down here on the B bomb site. But the beauty of the situation is that they don't realise that Config's at the back of this B bomb site. He goes for the peek. He spots exactly where Schneider is hiding. 10 seconds on the clock. That's all Config needs to try and wait for. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can Config do it? He cannot! Schneider wins it somehow, miraculously. They were dodging and diving around each other, but Schneider does it in the end. Credit where it's due to the Swede, but maybe, just maybe, it could be too little too late.
That was absolutely insane there from Schneider, just completely juked out by Config and gets the kill at the last, I think it was less than a second there. He had to get that kill, otherwise it would have been that loss, and potentially could have been killed after time, lost all his money. That was one hell of a round. Config did everything right, and in the end, Snyder got lucky with a running, spraying headshot. I mean, it's so close to all these days.
Marcel controlling mid, as per usual. The Lasers, they finally, after winning that last round, even though they lost 4 out of 5 men, you know, just got that little bit in the bank to try and make a difference with. Let's see whether they can. Looks like they're preparing for maybe a pop flash down towards Skyfall, and there we go. We saw it just on the left of our screens from Config's perspective. MSL though, does he realise where Oscar is? I think he does, hence why the pop flash came in from MSL's teammate. You know, it's little moments of magic, little things like that, Logan, which end up making a massive difference, and to be fair, which have pretty much been the difference between Dignitas and HellRaisers so far on this map.
Yeah, Dignitas definitely fighting smart rather than fighting strong. Those little pop flashes used a great effect at mid there, and I've seen HellRaisers do a couple, but not like Team Dignitas have been doing. Dignitas have been on point with their peeking. They're working together as a team, every single kill. It's just clever CS. It's smart CS. It's clean CS compared to what HellRaisers are doing, which is just shooting bullets and hoping for the best right now. But HellRaisers have it in them to be a better team than this.
Tensky feeding on frags at the moment towards long, and the best part is that the bomb is at his expense. Peeked literally a centimetre and caught out the face of Styko. Unfortunately killed by Angel, but in a 4 versus 2, even though Schneider has an AK-47, this is going to be much easier said than done. Nice small piece of aggression from Schneider, but really his position is meaningless as the bomb has been lost all the way outside of long. He's at the moment now just trying to get between enemy lines, get behind enemy lines, and just try and get as many kills as possible. He has 50 seconds on the clock though, so he still has time to go back and try and cause even more havoc, which is most likely what we'll see. But he's going, interestingly enough,
not the same way he came from. He's going all the way back through spawn, so he could get right behind the Dignitas players here. They're not going to expect him to be maybe coming from here.
Yeah, but as I said, the rotation time is so long that if he doesn't get 2 kills instantly, then he could run out of time. He's probably just lining up positions now and just trying to find out where these CT players are, and MSL will hear him. So that's the game up now for Snyder, I'm afraid.
Well, yep, MSL's definitely heard him. You can see MSL pretty much just change his position accordingly, and he relayed that information onto Kirby. Beautiful teamwork from the Danish side, and they find the Swede in the end and track him down. And there we go, 12-2 the score. Dignitas looking very, very strong, and like they're going to finish this grand final in style, to say the least. Config, he's gone for the auto sniper.
Well, he's got enough money to. It won't affect their economy because this is the last round. So, I mean, on a map like this, very open, very wide range of places to peek from, an auto sniper is probably a safe choice.
So HellRaisers, last round of the half, they've pretty much spent every single dime they've got remaining. And as you can see, all it's given them is some armor and the odd pistol or two, so I'd be very, very surprised if they managed to win this round. But that's a good start for the HellRaisers. Angel with a CZ75 kill onto Tensky. Rubino, though, quick to find a frag of his own. MSL as well will chime in. His teammate pop flashed Skyfall, but the P did not drop down. But regardless, it's a 2 versus 2. Kirby's going to rotate in from the B bomb site. He's going to drop down Kucha and leave things in a 2 versus 1. Schneider all alone, and Schneider no more. 13-2 the score going into the second half. And if Team Dignitas win the pistol, that's it. That's it, mate. It's over and done with. Team Dignitas win the BO5 final in style.
Tell you what it may be. HellRaisers have, in the past, the old lineups, played a lot of Cobble together.
Yeah.
And have those pop flashes. Because I've seen Kusha and Angel using them. However, Oscar and Styko, they don't seem to be on the ball at all. You actually see both of them bottom of the scoreboard together. So it seems like perhaps, those mad fraggers of Oscar and Styko, the ones that have been carrying them so far through the game, are the 2 players that are inexperienced on this map on the side, and that's what's letting the side down, rather than a lack of awareness across the entire team. Maybe they haven't practiced this enough recently. It's going to be difficult to say, but whatever it is, I think it's down to Styko and Oscar not being on point right now.
So here we go. Team Dignitas now on that terrorist side with the all-powerful Glocks in hand, and 4 of them have gone for armor. Tensky no armor, opting to go for a little bit more utility in his case, and it seems like they're heading towards B. Could see perhaps a fast B push with Tensky putting the smokes down and utilising some pop flashes to let the rest of his teammates in. 1 pop flash could be for Skyfall, which is how MSL has managed to make his way into this position. And if Angel isn't careful, he could get very, very quickly outnumbered. Tensky rips off the head of Angel as well as Kirby. Kucha knows he's got business to try and deal with in the connector area, and he's going to push into the B bomb site all by himself because he hears the bomb going down, but MSL disposes of him. And now HellRaisers, they begin to crumble, they begin to fall. They've fought so well throughout this best of 5, but unfortunately Cobblestone just hasn't really been their kettle of fish. And with Dignitas players surrounding Oscar, it could very well be 14-2 very, very soon. Oh, MSL's actually run out of ammo, but he will kill him in the end. 14-2, there we go.
Forgot to reload there, but thankfully Oscar fluffs his lines a little bit and won't be able to capitalise on it. I mean, this map's pretty much gone Dignitas' way now. It's 14-2. They've won the pistol. HellRaisers are in a world of pain. I believe that's the technical term. And they're going to really struggle to get back into this. You actually see a full force by everything, and all the eggs are in this basket right now. And Dignitas are doing the smart thing and just sticking together as a team.
Nade going down towards connector from the HellRaisers man, but not really dealing too much damage up against the armoured Team Dignitas players. Config spotted that flash coming in, turned around, and now he's going to watch the backs of his teammates to prevent any flanks coming in. And you know what, HellRaisers haven't done too badly here with only pistols, especially if Angel keeps getting headshots like that. Config gets revenge with a kill onto Schneider. Angel, all by himself, finally gets dropped down. And even though Dignitas are left with 2 men, they will not care. It is match point, ladies and gents, 15-2. Who would have thought this 5th and final map would have been so goddamn one-sided? But that's what I said, right? I said, you know, we needed something to really separate Dignitas and HellRaisers, because the first 4 maps we saw, it was so close that it didn't really show us who was the better team. Playing Cobblestone, I think, definitely has, and has told us a lot about the width of the map pools that both these teams possess. But anyways, HellRaisers with only pistols and the odd swag 7 here and there. Oh my god! Fantastic from Kucha, gets 2-1, 5-7s I think that was. And Tensky on 11 HP will 2 hit the deck. So here we go, HellRaisers. Is the comeback real? I don't think so. But hey, it's a sign of, hopefully, intent and things to come.
Yeah, I think it's important now. Dignitas want to win this, that they force buy this round, because they know that the HellRaiser economy is going to be weak. But if this doesn't go their way, what they need to do is they just need to hard eco 1, maybe even 2 rounds to build up a bank. Because you saw how HellRaisers kept forcing, never got hold of that AWP, and never really got any firepower advantage over Dignitas. They lost the side badly because of it. Dignitas hopefully won't make the same mistake, but that's if they fail to win this round, which is still a big possibility.
Team Dignitas opting to go for the pistol armor purchase. See Tensky just pairing with the smoke, but Schneider's swag 7 is going to deal the damage onto Rubino. Styko ready in Skyfall with his AK-47, a few frags that even Adele herself would be proud of. And all Tensky can really do is fall back with the bomb and either hope he can eventually get it planted or hope that some of these HellRaiser boys will start to push him and he can get himself, you know, the odd easy kill here and there and pick up a weapon or 2, which is exactly what happened as he heard Schneider pretty much stumble in towards just outside the B bomb site.
If Tensky gets kills here, this cash could be crucial, so... Oh, bit of lag there. And we'll see...
It's a sign from Lord Gaben that this best of 5 is finally over. Oh god.
I believe so, although let's just see whether the HellRaisers managed to win 11 rounds in the space of a minute. It's possible.
Believe in Kucha. But here we go. Flashes going straight out towards a B bomb site. And oh my god, how bad would it be if Dignitas managed to put an end to this game, you know, with only a pistol round? But no, it hasn't happened. That round was pretty fast, so most likely the next round is going to be where the fat lady in Gaben sings. And 16-5 could very well be the final score for this map here on Cobblestone. I believe someone in chat actually predicted the first half to end. I think it ended 13-2. And then he said something like, can we have 16-5 in the second half, please? So if this ends 16-5, kudos to that guy. But anyways, Team Dignitas creepy crawling their way up B-long. Even one person watching behind. Schneider is going to get 2 kills before Tensky trades one. Stiko, oh my god, has been spotted in Skyfall, but suddenly Tensky goes absolutely huge. This is great play from the Dane. He's looking for a third. Kirby will chop off the face of Angel, and Oscar will hit the deck. Ladies and gents, your GOCL Season 2 champions are Team Dignitas. Who would have thought it? With so much quality in the tournament. We had Virtus Pro, we had the likes of Navi, but Dignitas, without a care in the world, they beat Navi to reach the Grand Finals. HellRaisers beat Virtus Pro, and Team Dignitas here in this Grand Final, for me, this new lineup as well, have shown a massive, massive sign of intent, and what will hopefully be a massive sign of things to come, particularly for Dignitas fans out there.
Absolutely, it's a really strong showing from Dignitas, and they've closed it out. They dug deep, even though a lesser side may have gone on tilt, losing that overpass game that was pretty much theirs for the taking. They managed to see it through. They kept in there, they kept the tempo up, and they finally won it out 3-5. So well played to Team Dignitas. I feel this victory is thoroughly deserved.
But anyways, guys, unfortunately, it's been a very, very long evening. Evening well spent, to say the least. Remember to follow the channel. All you have to do is press the purple follow button underneath the stream. My name has been Kyanite. You can follow me on Twitter at Kyanite with a 1 instead of an I, KYAN1TE. You can go show Logan some love at Logan CSGO, LOGAN CSGO, and of course you can go and show Nip Gaming TV in general some love on Twitter. You can follow them. It's at Nip Gaming TV, exactly how the Twitch address is spelt. But on that note, we'll leave you guys with some music. Massive, massive shout out to GOCL. Massive shout out to G2A.com. Massive shout out to eGaming Bets. Huge shout out to Twitch, and a huge shout out to SteelSeries. And of course, if you're a fan of SteelSeries like we are, go check out their new Rival 300 that brings together unmatched performance and all new design, high levels of customization to make it the ultimate professional grade right-handed mouse. And if you want to find out more, you want to buy one for Christmas, because you should, you can go to steelseries.com/rival to find out more about that revolutionary mouse. But on that note, I've been Kyanite, alongside me has been Logan, and we bid you guys farewell. See you soon.
Bye.